All right, what's up guys? This has been a requested video for how to disassemble the platypus. So obviously the first thing I did is I made sure that the gun was devoid of ammunition, so we didn't have any issues, and I took the ammunition and set it off the table. You will also need a 5/32 Allen wrench to take off the guide rod with. So the first thing you're going to do is you'll see right here on this side of the gun that there's going to be an alignment hole for the slide release. So you're going to want to take that and you will align that hole with the slide release, and then from the right side you will just kind of push through until the slide release comes out. Set that aside, and now the slide will come off. The next thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to take apart the recoil spring. So I capture it with my hand, and then you just unscrew it to unscrew the two-piece guide rod apart. And once that's apart, you can slide that out, and then you're able to push the spring and everything will come out that way. You then rotate the bushing. You can see down in there, it's kind of hard to see, but right there in the bushing is the bushing guide. You rotate it. If you look at it, you're gonna hold it, you're gonna rotate it to the left until that bushing guide is aligned with the hole. Pull that out. You can pull your guide rod guide rod sleeve out, and then all you have to do is push the barrel out the end of the gun. You got to make sure that you're forward and you pull it out. And yes, you can see I've been shooting this quite a bit. This is crazy dirty, so I should have put on my gloves. And that's the field stripping disassembly of that gun. Okay, so I'm not a crazy detailed cleaner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of Ballistol. I'm going to throw it on my toothbrush I like to use. I just have a small hole I punched in the cap, and I just start scrubbing the insides. Scrub the breech face, scrub the barrel, scrub the rails. Looking for anything where you can see the wear. That's obviously where metal's wearing against metal. That's the parts that I'll end up lubing. I just take my old mechanic rag. Okay guys, so I did go ahead and I clean off the slide release. I do clean off all the different bushings and things, okay? I clean off the guide rod, just clean everything off. So next step is going to be reassembly. So to reassemble, first thing you do is you're going to slide your barrel back into your upper, okay? Back into the slide. Look, I've been working on ARs too much. Back into the slide, okay? The next part, this is like a two-handed job, okay? So you're going to match up your slide bushing to the entry. You're going to spin that around. Then you want to slide your guide rod bushing into place, and it's going to be held in by the bushing. Then you're going to try to slide. This is the difficult part. This is like a two-handed part right here. So you've got to get the recoil spring in, okay? You get the recoil spring in, and you've got to get it screwed back together. So the way I learned, the way I figured it out, is I put the guide rod in the front, and then you have to like capture this with your hand. This is the hard part. So you capture this with your hand, and you slowly try to work everything together, and it's not easy. As you can see, I kind of have it all captured down inside of there. And then I slowly push the guide rod together to where the screws meet up. This is the hardest part. Then, once I have the screws matted together, I just screw it back together to screw the guide rod back together. You can kind of see I'm trying to work it. And once it grabs threads, you should be good. There we go. And it just grabs threads. Then I tighten it hand tight. There we go. Make sure that the recoil spring is in the right position. Rotate it all the way around on me. There we go. Make sure that's rotated around. You gotta make sure that's up. There we go. It's a little harder because I'm trying to show you guys, but you guys kind of grab the premise. The main deal is I use my hand to capture the spring as I'm pushing it down, and it'll kind of wave and it'll kind of bend, but it'll be okay. Just don't kink it as you're doing it. It's a little scary at first, but you guys will figure it out. It's not too bad. And once you have it back assembled, once you have your slide reassembled, you simply slide it on the frame. Then you slide it back to where you can see through your hole here, and you can see everything's aligned. And that's when you drop your slide release down in there, and only go so far to the frame. Then I rock it back to where the notch meets, push it together, let it go. And there you go, it's reassembled. Okay, now that I have it reassembled, basically what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take it, I'm gonna wipe the outside down with my rag that I used to kind of clean everything with, because it's gonna have some lube on it, and it'll wipe a lot of that stuff clean for me. If not, there's probably some lube cleaner left on my toothbrush, and I can just kind of go through with it, just kind of wipe everything down like that. And I just take my rag and wipe it clean. If I want to be, really anal about it, I can get my Q-tips again. I can clean my. See, it's a little bit dirty through there. This side's kind of dirty. Okay. Give it a good wipe. And she is good to go. This is a good time to also clean your optic. I'll show you how to do that. Optic, I like to use cat crap if you guys haven't used it. Guess what? Yeah, back to my little Q-tip. I'm gonna take my Q-tip, put a little bit on it. You can use your finger if you want to, because you're just gonna put it on and wipe it off anyway. So just rub it on. I probably got a little too much because of my, it's a little melted. You wipe it on there like that. And you get you a nice soft towel cloth, and you just wipe it off. It's really good for anti-fogging. It's really good for just a good clean lens. I got a little bit down inside of there, so I need to get me another Q-tip. Got a little bit down on this edge. I just kind of wanted to get out. Yeah, there it is. I'll kind of get that out, but you just basically buff it off. And then boom, nice, clear, clean. Way to go. And look, I know how y'all check your optic if it's on. Like, I gotta figure out which setting it's on. I'm like, oh yeah, no, that's on the battery setting. I like to usually run mine, especially during the day when I work. I like to use mine on ambient setting. There we go. Yeah, that's how I check it. You cover the panel. If you uncover the panel and it shows up, hey, you're good to go. There it is. And on. And back. Okay, so anyway, that's how you do it. Nice and clean. Cat crap. It's about the best thing on the market for cleaning these things. Use it on all my optics.